We're back.
Yep.
Blue Collar Family podcast. It's been a long week, huh?
Yeah, the week has extended multiple days, but, we're out here strong as fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you guys, but it's starting to feel more like summer now. At least this past week,
Dude.
Oh, yes.
right?
I
Yes.
can't say that.
Well,
Most of my time is spent,
Inside.
half of my time is spent in the field, half the time is spent at home. But I live in an area that's a microclimate, so it's been like 70.
but when you come out here to work, you don't feel it.
No, I'm usually gone by fucking 12:31. So it's like the heat
So-
of the day, and I'm
Really?
already going back towards the cool section.
I'll give you an example. Today I had a job right by the train station downtown. You know where the arena is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So there's a development. It's about 20 years old.
Is it the housing development or the shopping district?
The housing development.
I know where you're at.
So where Deridion station is, you cross the railroad tracks. There's a bunch of they look like New York style homes.
Yeah, they're tall. It's like
four floors.
condos or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a garage on the first floor, and then kitchen, and then bedroom, and another bedroom. It's 4 fucking floors. I was doing a job there. I got there at 8:30. No, I left the supply house around 8:30. Got there around 9:05, something like that. About 9:15, 9:20, I parked because there's really no parking there.
No.
I parked across the street where my partner, he parked right by the garage.
I was gonna say, did you park?
'Cause he had
next to
all the stuff
The
in the-
train, the what do you call it? The train parking. You just gotta pay.
No. So that's on the other side. This is on this side of the tracks. So I had lived in San Jose my whole life. Never knew that little neighborhood
The area was
existed.
there.
Never did. So that was pretty cool, right? But to make my point about this whole weather thing, it was 9-something in the morning. I walked in between the two because there's a pathway every couple buildings, and I walked through the pathway to go to the van because I was going to come and move it. And as I'm walking through the pathway, and then the sun is hitting, I felt like a fucking oven door opened up at 9-something in the
Feel like
morning.
he's frying air fryer out there.
Right? So, yeah, you live out in.
Well, I live in Berkeley.
Yeah. So it's always kind of cool there, right? It's not really.
Our summers don't start till around the end of August, September. That's when we start getting like 85 continuous, weather days. Anyway.
So up until
Must be nice.
this week, you had to wear like a sweater or a jacket
Oh, dude.
out here. Here.
Oh, here? No. In the Bay Area, technically in the mornings, it's cold in the mornings, no doubt, right? We're
No, not for me. Not for me.
when I get out here.
This is how I leave the house when it's summertime, and this is how I
leave
get
the
home.
house. Just to
It's
come
not
work over
chilly.
here.
No.
Okay, so when I leave my house,
It's not chilly at all.
it's cold.
Yeah.
It's around
What?
65, 70 degrees.
That's cold.
Yeah, cold. So, and as I'm driving down south, obviously on the 880, I start getting into the, Fremont, Milpitas,
Yeah.
all that, going to like
Yeah.
San Jose. The heat does increase.
Right.
But it's not, today honestly felt was kind of unbearable.
Today was humid.
It was also 91 degrees. It was actually hot. I was
Even yesterday was humid.
yesterday was nice. Nice breeze.
Temperature-wise, it has been humid this summer.
Yeah.
We feel it like it's a little bit stickier.
Yeah, okay.
But we haven't hit 98, 99.
No, and we're past June.
Where we have, or that's what I'm trying to say, is
Yeah.
it's starting to feel like summer this week at least. Because prior to this, at night, like I told you last week, I was at Monty's.
Yeah.
He had to let me borrow a jacket. What? I'm not talking about a sweater, a jacket, because it was cold.
Here's a
my
Carhartt. Here's a
lordy.
Carhartt here, brother.
No, I was wearing shorts. I was wearing shorts.
Okay.
And stuff, but
Dude.
I was like,
He
fuck
had no
it,
socks.
It's kind of chilly.
He's wearing shorts, no socks.
He's a little closer to the coast.
No, he's not.
Not really. No.
What are you talking about? I live a half a mile from the fucking water. Manny lives miles, bro, miles.
Okay. All right. I guess.
He's always closer to the coast.
I guess.
Also, Alviso.
Yeah, you are.
Alviso
Closer
is
than
right
Alex,
here,
yes.
bro.
Closer than
who-
Alex.
I'll tell you what, a little
Everybody.
closer to me.
I mean, technically,
God damn.
We've already hit hundreds.
over
Yeah.
over that Mount Madonna hill, there is a beach there, right?
Something's over there. Go look at some water. Huh? we're not gonna say go touch grass. We're gonna say go look at water.
There you go.
Yeah, so I guess tomorrow's the at least here, it's going to be the hottest day of the week.
Why am I
So
coming
today
over
was
here
hot.
tomorrow?
So
Yeah, it felt hot.
I've noticed that the weather has been a little bit off. It really doesn't feel like summer. Mm-hmm. It feels more like springish or the
I can see that.
September, the September feeling
Or-
where
we're
it's kind of
shifting.
nice
We're
during the
shifting.
day, and then at night it kind of gets chilly, right? That's how it's been here. at
That's what I'm
least for
saying.
me.
Well, Alex, he stays in the fucking CV Central Valley, and it is hot.
I'll tell you what. I've been working nights over here
Oh yeah, that's great.
in the Bay. Dude, it's been humid.
At night.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yesterday, I was like, dude, we went outside because the building we're working at, I don't know if their AC doesn't work or they turn it off after hours.
It does to save, obviously to save power costs.
Whatever. But it's hot in the building. So
Nobody's
we
in
go
the
outside to get material, and then we went outside yesterday.
It's
It was
cooler
like,
outside than
dude.
inside.
Yeah, but it was super humid last
Yeah.
night. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, how's the nights going?
The nights, I like it. I like it.
Like, obviously the work is the same, but
Works the same, a lot quieter. The phone doesn't,
There's no
it's
human
not
around.
ringing.
yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody in the building. Just me and my helper, just building an elevator. And
I guess productive wise,
we don't have no distractions.
There's no distraction.
Oh, distractions.
Zero distractions.
Oh, zero.
And I think you're more productive. I think in a
Actually, we're a lot more productive
In the night.
in the night.
yeah.
That makes sense.
It makes sense because you have no.
Honestly,
There's no distractions.
Yeah.
The phone's not ringing.
no,
There's no family
I-
problems.
I feel like it's not the distraction part. It's the mental focus. Because obviously everybody's tired. You know what I mean? Even
Yes,
if you're working nights,
yes.
you still have that kind of like tired feeling that hits
Yep.
you around like,
Midnight.
Whatever that
Midnight.
zone is, you hit that wall and you're like, I'm fucking tired. But it's also nice because you're working in peace.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
When I work nights, that's
Well,
what it felt like.
If you're there to work, right?
Yeah,
But if
exactly.
you're there to fuck around,
No, fuck
you
no.
you want those distractions, right?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go out. Let's go fucking have lunch right
let's
now.
Go, let's go to
Oh, yeah,
lunch, 2 hour
Right.
lunch. Go talk to my buddy in the
so-
water, the water house or whatever.
So here's the question: is there a reason why you guys are having to work at night?
Because there's a room next to the elevator where they shoot like podcast or like commercials and stuff like that. They don't want
it's a media
It's a
room.
media room.
Okay.
So they don't want no extra noises
Right.
coming from the elevator. So that's why they have us work from
Get us in there.
6 to
Let's
4.
let's shoot a podcast in the
I
media
should.
room.
I actually got to look into that space yesterday
Uh-huh.
because they had an event, and then all the moving people were there to clean it out, and it's they have padded walls, they have sound
soundproofing.
deadening and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's actually a good space.
So the reason I asked because you say you're more productive because nobody's around, right? No distractions, right? When I was at NASA, we had a tedious. We called it a build, right? Because it's a model, and it was called the SLS. It was basically, you remember the shuttle, the Columbia shuttle, and then you have the booster, the
yes.
rocket booster.
So what the actual ship sits on, right?
So remember, they want it's the boosters, basically what gets you out up into outer space.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they drop off.
Yeah, the spaceship sits on the fucking.
So that's the SLS. It's not a secret test. It's not because it was well known that the last presidency, the current president said, "I want to go back to the moon by 2026 or something like that." Right?
Sure. I mean,
And
maybe it's the moon to the first time. We don't know if the moon landing was. Even,
Oh,
That's another thing.
hey!
So there was this model came back from retirement,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a tedious test where there's a bunch of little cool lights. They're called cool lights where they're sensors.
Oh,
And it had, I can't remember how many fucking sensors there were, but each sensor has one wire for it because it has to be connected to the actual panel that connects to the control room.
so they can
So
see
all the
what's,
panels got one
let's say-
wire.
pretty much.
Yeah.
They're saying they can
That's
tell
how you get the signals.
exactly what's going wrong.
Wow.
Well, that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
That's right. That's the reason why you really don't see too many airplane accidents?
Well, I feel like we still weird thing.
Lately?
Lately, I feel like we've had actually a surplus
So do you know
of
why?
airplane accidents. Well, if you want, it depends on what maker you're going with. Obviously, Boeing right now. Maybe you got to blurt that out. I don't know, but that manufacturer of airplane has had some serious issues with their 747. And what it comes down to, what they're saying on the radio and other news agencies saying is that their quality control is severely lacking. Nobody is they're doing a lot of oversight. Nobody's
The
checking.
inspectors
So-
are
Exactly.
lacking.
So in business, when you're first to the punch, you basically, right? So who is Boeing's competitor? Airbus, right?
Well, not only them, but
Right. So
I mean, Airbus had their problems too.
Right.
A lot of the
But-
India crashes or planes in India dropping are Airbus.
So when you go through this, right, these tests take time. So you have to be absolutely. There's a reason why they spend millions and millions of dollars just on one test.
Yeah,
Right, because they have to make sure everything
all the components are solid.
is there before they even build it. When you skip steps, which that was the case, to try to get onto the market first, because you promised to deliver X amount,
Of production, yeah,
Right.
a year, 100%.
that's what happened. So internally, people came out and said, "This is what's happening."
Well, no, there's a big like
Documentary,
whistleblower.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a whole
yeah.
bunch of people are talking about it.
So that's not. It's not like
It's not new.
people are making it up, right? So that's what happened. So when I say it's because I've been in those tests where, like, you have engineers and project managers and people checking people's work and other people's work and then they look at all the data after that whole test. It could be a 3-week test. It could be a 3-month test.
Oh, sure.
That's how much data they're collecting, and that's what they're going by. Okay, at this angle, this didn't do that well. This
Yeah,
didn't do
what's the
well.
part-
Let's
yeah.
make the adjustments. And guess what? Next year we have to put it on the books because we want to come back and make those adjustments. And now
Or you're
test
making a
it.
small model, what is it, 10.1 model? And
No,
you're
it's the
trying-
same one. The same one, and then they make the adjustments, and then they go on. They go off the data, and then until they have the data that they want, then they go off and build.
Oh, the full scale.
Right. So
Well, it's wild. It's wild because technically, you saw that thing that happened, right? Just recently, they didn't fucking screw on a cockpit door. The door fucking flew off.
Yeah.
The goddamn airplane.
yeah, I mean, what happened with you when you were in? Where'd you go? Vegas or Phoenix?
Where
When-
the thing came down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
right.
fucking
So-
it just
Compartment?
It closed. Yeah, the compartment broke, and then we spent fucking. It felt like 2 hours, but it was probably like an hour and a half waiting for them to fill out a form because we couldn't fly.
No, but
until
when
they
when
filled out
you're
the
when
form.
you're ready to take off mentally, you're preparing. I'm going to be home at this time.
Oh, yeah.
And then now
Yeah.
you're just sitting on the tarmac for fucking 45 minutes, and you
No-
get
with no
you get
answer, no
impatient.
response.
Exactly.
And mainly to me, it's not about the. Obviously, you start feeling like, what's going on? Like you're getting a little impatient.
Right.
But what it comes down to is that anybody that's ever sat in an airplane for more than 20 minutes with it off, you're breathing each other's breath. It's fucking hot as fuck in that airplane, bro. Like it's nasty as fuck.
Soda can.
So yeah, I mean, think about it, Alex.
Yeah.
Right? You're very particular in how you do your jobs, right? So your assistant, this is the guy that's coming up, right?
Or girl.
That's usually
Male or female.
right.
Brother,
He
sister.
takes over, she takes over,
Mm-hmm.
right? Are you confident in their abilities?
You'd hope so.
You know what? Depends. What year I get them.
Oh, yeah. Hey, are they full? Are they brand
I've got
new?
a lot of fourth years that are.
But that's my point, right? They develop bad habits and all that
Yes,
stuff.
there's a
right?
lot of
You didn't
bad
get them
habits.
fresh, right?
Yeah.
So then they cut corners
Yep.
where you don't. You learn the right way. You don't cut.
Well,
corners.
I-
and that's what's happening, right? You're seeing it more, right? Because there's air traffic controllers that got let go.
Oh
and
no,
shit like
that's
right?
another crazy thing. There's not enough air traffic controllers right now. That's crazy.
So
There's a
there's a shortage because they
shortage.
also got rid of a bunch of people. Remember? And so within that first week,
Would've been cracked
there was a
the whip.
couple of crashes within a span of like that your band, your favorite band or something like that.
The test got
Somebody
harder,
guy, right? Something happened.
Who?
In Pennsylvania and then in Washington. It was at the beginning of the year. Remember they let go of all these traffic control people?
My favorite band? I don't know.
There was like 3 crashes in the span of 2 weeks.
My favorite band
Fact
is the
checker.
fucking Gap Band. Those guys have been dead for a long time.
No, this was recently.
I know,
Yeah, this was recently.
But it's
anyway,
that rock band. I think it's the rock band you're talking about.
right? But all these are created by man, right?
True.
So, as far as the airplanes, I'm telling you, the testing that goes behind it, it's very complex
100%.
because
Has
that
to
is
be.
the safest way of transportation.
What
You-
is?
airplanes?
Fuck no. Is that what they say? Airplanes?
How many airplanes have crashed in a year compared to a train, an automobile, or
trains?
Yes,
When's the last time you've seen a passenger train derail?
they derail more often
Bro.
than not.
When what? Let's just be
Right.
real here.
And
In
again-
the last year, I've heard of multiple.
How many
planes
times have you
crashing.
rode a train?
Me personally,
Yeah,
Never.
few. But
Never.
that doesn't change the fact that if a plane derailed, people are getting hurt.
right.
So it would be in the news. It would be talked about. Hey, why did this train derail? Passenger train.
Right.
Now there are definitely in the news. What do they call those?
But it's not that the
transport trains. Transport trains have failed, and that has been in the news.
Right.
But I think to this day, that's why we need a fact checker. I think maybe train transport.
So we drive a vehicle every day.
Oh, bro, you can't.
Right, so-
yeah, but
so-
you can't put vehicle accidents because the accidents for individual drivers is sky high.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's obviously it's not a train
It's like every
or a plane. You know, we're thinking about a single person carrying multiple people.
Right.
Normally, a car it's 1 to 3 people in the vehicle. Right. I feel like it shouldn't be gauged the same.
No, but they happen, right? They're forms of transportation,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
They're forms of transportation. I mean,
That's fine. Yeah.
a tire can blow out. A fucking drunk driver can be driving the opposite way on the road.
I mean, you can just got to this country and not know how to drive and then cause an accident.
Air traffic controllers have it down to the fucking T where
Everybody is.
nobody really crashes in fucking midair,
Oh, fuck no.
right?
Well, unless you're you're a celebrity. A lot of times, helicopter. Or you seen that one where just recently, the helicopter pilot refused the order to change elevation. Runs right into that airplane. Just happened. Killed a bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
Why?
That was beginning of this year.
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Yeah. The point is, right? It's safe to fucking. Otherwise,
Oh, okay.
it's safe.
I mean, yes,
It's
getting in an airplane. I'm not obviously we're not trying to spook people. Yeah, I
No,
mean,
no, of
especially-
course, I
Especially
mean-
people that are maybe on the fence about flying already. I don't know. People have their own vices, but yeah, 100%. You know, getting into a plane, flying wherever you want to fly is probably safer than getting in the car and driving to your store or the nearest store on your block. 100%.
Right. I mean, we can be fucking walking outside and
100%. Yeah.
fucking lightning.
See you later.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's freak accidents, but
What?
vehicles are designed 5 years in advance, right?
I have no idea.
They are. So the model,
Yeah, I don't know, man. Is that what they say?
the 2030 model is
I
now
get into
being.
some of these cars, but I'm like, this is like the 1990s. You know,
Hey, some of these cars are a little bit.
they're on the fucking base side.
Yeah.
the manufacturers develop the cars 5 years ahead of the release date. And
Crazy.
and it works.
Every
Right.
5 years.
That is actually crazy.
Wow.
Well, beyond that, night shift, it's going all right.
Night shift is good. I like it. I can't do it after this job. I've already committed to another being a coach for my son's football team, so I have to go back to day shift.
Another avenue.
Yeah, so I'll be back to that. But night shift is great. I like it. No alarms. I wake up naturally. You know,
So
once
what-
I'm rested.
What time do you go? What time do you get to bed?
I wake up naturally at 1.
So when you say a night shift, is it a swing shift or
So
a grave
it's
shift?
I guess you would say a grave shift. So it's from 6 to 4, 6 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Okay.
I get home around 5.
That's like a mid, like
Yeah, that's
in
Yeah.
between
swing.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you're not technically working.
and it's 4:10s. So
Yeah.
So you-
I'm off
yeah.
on Fridays.
So they kind of made it like specifically for this
That job,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, because like what a swing shift is what 2:00
To midnight, isn't it?
to like 10 or something like that.
Well, that's the weird part. I feel like a swing shift you
Or
usually
3
get at like
o'clock,
3, like
3
3
to
in the morning.
11.
Yeah,
Something like that, and then the grave shift comes in around 10:30.
yeah,
Yeah.
Covers,
Right,
covers
to
that
kind
whole
of-
night.
And then
Overlap.
And then the swing shift gets off at 7 a.m. or some shit like that. And then the day shift comes in at 6:30. Some bullshit.
no, yeah, it's a customs shift, but it works out. 4:10s.
So you're driving
Off
back
Friday.
home while everybody's starting to
Yeah,
head
I'm
that
going
way.
against.
Yeah, that's why another thing you probably like too.
Yeah,
right?
no
Plus
traffic,
no Friday.
Yeah.
no Friday,
Well, except for this Friday.
and then even when Monday comes around, it's like I'm sleeping in that Monday,
Yeah.
going to work at 6.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
It was nice,
That's pretty.
right?
Yeah, my grave shifts used to start on Sundays at 10:00.
So did you get off?
But then my
on
Friday
Fridays?
morning, I'm done.
Yeah, I'll say you're off on Fridays. You have to be.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ. Well, like you didn't have to be, but that's
So
extra overtime.
to the point how you concentrate more, right? I would get in, I get my earpods in, and I'd say, "Leave me the fuck alone," and then it would come to a point where we had to change from one wind tunnel to the other. So we're gonna go from the bigger one to the smaller one. So we had to have like almost 2 models. So we had to work on certain things. So I go.
Is it you
not-
or is
it's
it
not
you?
me.
It was this guy.
I was like, what the hell?
It's not me. I thought it was me until I moved it. I'm like, I'm still making that sound.
I would say, leave me here. The lights were off. I just had the little spotlight there because I had to concentrate. I had to make sure everything was done right? Because one little fucking Kool-Aid that didn't work, it was going to throw everything off. So I had to bundle shit, connect everything one by one, and then at the end make it all neat because it still has to get tested. We can't have a bunch of wires flapping,
around.
right?
Yeah.
They all had to get like,
Yeah.
bundled up and then taped specially so that, So the guys would come in like, holy fuck, you're already done. I said, yeah, this is what happens when nobody bothers you. You concentrate.
This is-
You
Yeah.
said, this is my
Yeah.
goal.
This is what happens when you do your job.
Yeah.
You fucking fucks.
So that, I mean, I don't know about you guys. You guys probably do not see it. But this week, I've already, I can't see close up anymore. Like
Oh,
I
you're
used
old.
to. Exactly. So everybody on my team was way older than me, probably about 20 years older than me.
Oh, so you made fun of them back then, huh?
No, I didn't. It didn't. But they were like, "Fuck, you can see." Well, yeah. I was like, to me, it's normal, right? So I didn't understand it until now.
Yeah, till you
Where
can't
like,
see anymore.
Fuck, now I got to throw on some glasses to
Little
on top of
cheaters.
my contacts so I can see far and close.
Damn. Time
Going
for
to a
LASIK.
fucking restaurant that's fucking very poorly lit
Oh,
and trying to see a menu.
forget about it for you, huh?
Yeah, that's the point I am.
That's one of those things you're like,
And
yeah.
you guys are gonna see it. It's inevitable.
Well, it is.
Inevitable.
It is. But what cracks me up is that you go there and be like, what are you gonna have? The 2 chicken tacos, rice and bean plate. Do they have that? Every Mexican place has that.
Or
You don't even need to read the menu. I already know they
Or
have
you
it.
do this.
Oh yeah.
And light. And you're doing.
That's actually not right. I've seen an old guy do that in broad daylight. He turns his light on. I'm like, bro, that's not gonna help you. Turning your flashlight on is not gonna help you do this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. So
Serge, well, what's going on with your weeks? How's everything been? Smooth sailing?
this last month, kind of, like I was saying, I was asking you a lot off topic.
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking to people from different trades, and it seems like across the board,
It's been kind of slow.
blue collar has kind of slowed down.
Yeah, you would think that's. I mean, personally, June's been notoriously pretty busy.
For you,
Just all trades, because it's you're full summer at this point, right? So everybody's got their contracts, everybody got their jobs in line, and they're literally full sell in. Strangely enough, for myself too, because I don't necessarily work with a lot of the new builds or renovations of buildings, but I do show up to them when they obviously need their service. But it's been strangely slow. Now, I have had a lot of days off in June, and we are in July, but it's still oddly slow.
but you would. So, are you talking about personally for you? It's been slow.
Yeah,
or
in my field.
across the board.
No, just in my field.
That's what I'm saying.
So
So it's not even if you took days off,
Sure.
it that doesn't change the fact that it's been slow,
Yeah.
right? If you were
Well-
if you worked on commission and you just didn't show up for half of the month to work,
Oh, that's crazy.
That's on you, right? Because you didn't come in to work.
Yeah.
So that's a difference, right? What I'm trying to say is I think across the board everything kind of has slowed down or taken a dip. Maybe the political,
I don't know. I mean,
because historically with plumbing, when people graduations and kids go on vacation for summer break, people take advantage because the kids have been going to school all year, and then they want to take that time off.
oh, I see.
And so people aren't
Nobody's
home.
nobody's shitting at their house at this point.
Exactly. Right. So mid-June, it starts to pick up.
Huh. I
I didn't see that until the first week of July.
What if everybody just took extended vacations?
Really?
I don't think that's the case because, again, what I'm seeing is it happened across the board from everybody that I talked to, not just in the plumbing
Well,
trade.
that would still kind of like account for a slowdown in June. More people are taking time off in June, which would slow everything down.
But if it was plumbing only, then yeah.
Well, no, not just plumbing, but like my job. Like, say I'm not there, that means they're scheduling less jobs that week, so they're automatically slowing down because I'm not there. Now, if I think about like full on renovations or builds, whatever I show up to at the construction sites, if guys are not there, those jobs are now being extended. It's slower because the workers are not at the site.
So did we talk about this last time too with you, Alex, where you said it's kind of been
Yeah.
slow?
Yeah, Alex Whistle. That's why he went to nights.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's why I'm asking. So it's not just my trade. You're telling me it's in your trade. Alex is saying it's your trade. Another guy in a different trade is telling me the same thing. It's like, so what is it now? Does it attribute to the political?
I'm going to say I'm still going to hold on to that idea of that more people are taking time off.
No.
If you think of it this way, other trades, right? Obviously your trade, plumbing, is a bit slow now because people are not home. Usually that accounts for vacations. People are taking time off.
Right.
Now those people also have jobs. Now, let's say even a 1% or maybe 5% of those people are blue collar workers. That means a lot of those people work in the trades that are leaving. So now the companies can't schedule more work because their workers aren't there. But for Alex, his company couldn't even get contracts, which that's a different. I feel like that's a little different subject. Why couldn't major companies acquire contracts to get more work during May? You know what I mean? April, May, when that's the ramp up time, right? Now maybe that's a direct cause of why people are taking more work,
Right.
because these companies are not able to acquire it. So now we have a lot more play, right? Everybody's like, oh, you know what?
No,
We don't got that many jobs. We can take some time off.
I see it because like at NASA we were booked like 3 years out.
Well, I mean, you guys are a major government fucking organization, right? I'm surprised you guys
But
are not built years out.
think about it, right? What part of the government makes money for the government instead of spend money?
What kills me about the government making money for the government? None of them. They print the money they need.
Yes, but so what I'm trying to say is we actually had clients, right?
Oh,
We actually had clients that paid the U.S. government money,
oh,
whether it was Boeing, the Army, other
yeah. Whoever or not manufacturer, whoever
whoever our
organization.
customer was
Yeah.
was paying what the government was charging to operate this wind tunnel,
Yep.
right? And it was a lot of money. So there was a budget set on how much was going to be spent, and this part of the government actually made money. That's why it was booked so out. But you have to do maintenance in between.
Yep. You gotta make sure it's still up to date, right?
So when you have to stop and do maintenance, you're not making money anymore, right?
Well,
So
isn't that covered? Like, ultimately, like I think of it this way: when you are a construction-based company, you go out to do whatever it is you might be doing. The times you do run into an accident, you budget for that already. So you've already planned,
Correct.
say 20, 30, whatever it is.
and you know you're going
amount
to
of money.
spend X amount on doing the maintenance.
Yeah, the maintenance. So
Right.
they're already billing these guys the extra fee for the maintenance.
Correct.
So when nobody's there, obviously
Correct.
it gets covered.
Correct. So and that's where I'm leading to is, for example, with you guys, Alex, did you just slow down in general, or did you guys just not? Did the salesperson at your company take a fucking long break?
Yeah, exactly. Drop
Or
the
say, hey,
there was no breaks.
Right.
It just slowed down.
yeah,
A lot of companies didn't want to fulfill their,
obligations, I guess.
yes. So,
well, I mean, a bunch of construction stopped, right?
Right.
I can tell you the reason we're in this building today is because the rent made sense for us.
Oh, sure.
And we got locked into a long-term lease with that price, right? Where when things are going great, it's almost impossible to find an empty building,
Well, about that,
right?
I feel like you guys not only were looking at the right time, it was literally the right, I don't know if I want to say atmosphere, but ultimately, there's still tons and tons of vacant spaces in buildings all throughout the Bay Area because companies have not came back fully yet.
From COVID.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Can that attribute to it? We're seeing the long-term...
Oh, the company's missing?
the long-term
Now let's
effects
work.
of COVID, right? Because how many companies were about to build more buildings and then they fucking
Or just
suddenly said,
take up more
we're
space.
done. We're not going to do this project anymore. And maybe this is why Alex's field is seeing it. Maybe the drywall field is seeing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Where the construction,
Yeah.
well, fuck, we're good for the next 10 years, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense because, I mean, Alex, you do mainly new installs, right?
No, I do mod.
Oh, mods.
Yeah, I don't do mainly in brand new installs, ground up.
Yeah.
But no, I do mods. But they have also taken a big hit.
Both aspects.
Yeah.
So again, right, are people worried about what they're spending? Right?
Well, I mean, technically, elevators have to be serviced. What, every 5-10 years? What's the thing on that?
Yeah, every 5 years.
So that means every single elevator in the Bay Area, which is hundreds of thousands elevators, have to have somebody go over there and look at them.
Yeah.
Does your company have contracts for that stuff?
Yeah. It's a service.
So that to me right there is weird. Why he saw a dip if there was.
It's
Well,
gotta
that's
get
a
done
whole
in-
different,
But what if the building isn't operating anymore?
Or if they're skimping out on it.
So why do we need to do this if we have nobody here, right?
Exactly. It's not being used.
I think it's kind of your guys' business, Alex, is kind of like the gas station business, right? Have you seen the gas stations that every like 5 or how many years do they have to shut everything down? They have to rip everything.
Yeah, that's right. They have to
and replace
dig
the
up their
tanks, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Right? It's kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Where you know it's
kind of.
guaranteed work, I'm
Yeah.
going to have a gas station for 10 years. And now I have to fucking put another bunch of money into it after 10 years to replace or whatever years is. I don't know the exact, but I see it.
Yeah.
I see it, right? Where, shit, it's almost like that thing just got built not too long ago. Now they're ripping it out again to redo the tanks,
Yeah.
right? And there's no easy way of doing it, right? They got to break the concrete. And
Shut it down.
so yeah.
No money
I mean,
coming in.
Yeah.
I guess that's all right. You know what I mean? Strangely enough, I feel like even in strange June we're having, think I don't know. I'm not gonna say thank the good Lord. Ultimately it's like thank the people. You work kind of you run around your own business. Me and Alex work for conglomerates. Thank the people that are making the wheel still turn. Thank God they're still turning, right?
Yeah. I mean, podcast went on a dip right there.
Well,
a downfall.
I had a guy riding with me this week, right? We're kind of talking about it, and I'm trying to make sense out of it. You're 32 years old. You're not a little kid anymore, but your mentality is still like, hey,
Little kid.
you know what I mean? Like a
Well, maybe not be another
teenager.
kid. Maybe he's just he thinks things that are cool that are not. I don't know.
But I'm
What
trying
the
to
fuck
get
do I
into
know?
it. So
What do I know?
I ultimately ask, what do you think is holding you back from being successful?
Well, what's success? I mean, first,
Here.
Okay, I was gonna say
Just
first he
here.
has to quantify what success.
Successful
You know what I mean?
here. How come you're not being successful? And I told him, look, in hindsight, looking back, I had this boss that was in the Army that came from the government sector and came to the private sector. And everything he did in the military, that's how he managed, right?
Or you can say, look at Gert.
It's a little bit different.
I mean, he's still a success. I mean,
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? Like he moved forward. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing, you know what I mean?
No, but so in this particular case, right? You always have that one person that was guiding you, whoever trained you, Alex, right? And it was by being hard on you. You might have thought he was a dick to
Oh.
you, right? So this manager, I said, everything I kind of do now, it's from shit he kind of like showed
Laid
me.
the groundwork for.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And I said, and I thought he was a dick back then, but
He was a dick.
but he was actually making me better.
He was
Yes.
helping you. Yeah.
I
Very
didn't
true.
realize that, right? And then I said, and it fucking clicked on me because I had to go back. This was like in 2017, right? I used to work down the street at a big company, a corporate company.
Uh-huh.
I was there for 17 years. Mm-hmm. And I said, have you ever been through a layoff?
Oh, at that company.
Any company.
Oh,
They don't give you a fucking heads up. They just come and say, okay, today's your last day. Give me your badge. Here's your paperwork.
Yeah.
Here's your package.
did we talk about this before?
Kind of.
What?
I think it goes off air possibly.
Layoffs?
No, but this very
A
similar
little
conversation.
bit similar because you had an instance
Yeah,
with you where you said you
got
think
it.
you got cheated, right?
Well, not only you cheated, like you don't owe the company anything,
Right.
Like you the guys that are out there, the company men. All you're doing is stroking the dick
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
That's never gonna fuck.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
So-
it just gives you nothing to do that.
Yep.
Because
So-
when it's their time to cut you, guess who's fucking? You're
You're
gonna
just
get
a
chopped,
number. You're
just like
just a
anybody
number.
else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I said, man, I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to help you out. I want to be what that guy did for me I said, but it doesn't depend on me.
Mm-hmm.
It ultimately depends on you wanting to succeed, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So I said, and it clicked to me right then and there. I said, this guy was not a dick to me because a month in advance, he knew there was going to be layoffs.
Oh, okay.
And my name came up, and he couldn't do anything about it. He could have waited to the day of and told me. Instead, he came face to face to me. He went out of his way because we really never saw each other to come and tell me in person.
Like, hey, it's time.
Next month, this is going to happen. And it prepared me. right? I said, so in that, I said, just right now, I just realized that the guy that I thought was a dick was actually a human being.
Well,
I spent 17 years at that company. Right?
I get it, but what's funny is that they're all. I mean, maybe you saw the humanity in him, but he doesn't mean he wasn't a dick.
No. But you have to be a dick. You can have a heart and be a dick,
Yeah, it's just
right? And that's what I'm trying to. That's what I was trying to relay to him. Mm-hmm. I said, look, there's going to be people in your path that are going to guide you and give you, a chance and do this and this and that. I said, but at the end of the day, it's up to you.
Especially how he takes it, how he interprets it, how the
So-
information stays in his mind.
So now, right, I gave him the example of trimming the fat, right?
Okay.
We brought this
Yeah,
up
we
in
did.
the right where things are going good, everybody's hiring,
No, the money's going out and going out.
and then shit slows down. Mm-hmm. Who do they get rid of first?
All the shit people,
The fat. They trim the fat, right?
or the people that just don't. That's what.
The people that aren't contributing, like the other guys, right? So the guys that are always going to work and give you value, they're going to keep them busy.
What's also crazy.
They're going to put you on the night shift.
It is
because
like-
it's slow.
It is, but
Right?
I also see the guys that stay not necessarily mean they're the best guys. It's who they know. If you know,
Yeah,
the
that's
guys
true, too, to a
that's gonna-
certain point.
That's going to protect you. Guess what?
I guess
You-
there's
you
some
can-
favoritism.
That-
Exactly.
that
you can
is
be low.
true.
You can be low production, but you're more friendly to work with, and all of a sudden,
Right.
that gives you more value.
But I think with that said too, is
Oh, man, those guys-
the moment you fuck with my money, you're gone. I don't care who the fuck protects you.
100%.
Right?
I mean, you
Right.
at this moment and in your budding company, we've seen it.
Right.
We've talked about it.
Yeah. So I said, picture this. I said, do you like steak? Yeah. Do you like fat on your steak? Oh yeah. I said, okay. So you go to a steakhouse. Yeah, right. So this is. I said,
Some people do though. Whatever.
no. But listen.
Yeah.
This is. I said, you sounded like my mom right now. Mm-hmm. I said, let me explain. My mom, when I said it one time, I said, who the fuck likes to work? My mom goes, I like to work. I said, don't fucking mistake liking work where liking to get paid. You work because you want to get paid.
Yeah, you
Right.
have an outcome off it, right?
Right? So that's the difference. I said, you're tolerating a steak with fat on it because it's probably not costing you that much. But if you go to a steakhouse and you order a steak and it's $130 steak and it comes with a lot of fat on it, you're going to have a problem
yeah.
with that.
A
Yes
lot of
or no?
gristle?
As opposed to you going to Safeway and you buy a steak for $5.99 but it has more fat. I just paid $5.99. I'm willing to eat that fat, right?
What's funny is that I don't think that thought even goes through most people's minds.
No.
I think the fat, or not the fat, the thought of the fat being on the steak doesn't correspond to them being more expensive or least expensive. I think it's to them, it's like, and I'm talking, I guess it's a weird concept, but
Right.
what I'm saying, what I'm trying to explain is that it's like the flea that can only jump so high when you put a cap on the jar. Only knows how to jump 6 inches. But when they take the cap off without notifying,
Right.
without telling them, they're still everybody and every other offspring of that flea is only going to jump that high because that's how they think. So that's kind of the same example I'm trying to.
No,
get
no,
at.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
these
The-
people
the-
don't
people have
necessarily
limitations.
know. Yeah, that
People
they
have
can do
limitations,
more, or
right?
get more, or see more because they're so involved in their own. Narrow. No, it's not narrow-minded. It's just their own
Or they don't know.
their own cap, right?
Or they don't know, right?
Yeah,
If
their
you've
own
never been to
ceiling.
Mexico,
Yeah.
and you think they kill people.
They
right?
do kill people.
That's that window you're living in, right? So
They
that's
do,
the
though.
whole point. So,
What the hell? That shit just happened like
Not
2 weeks
every
ago.
day.
2 weeks ago, it just happened again.
Yes.
so to the point, I was said, look, man, I'm the person buying the steak. Mm-hmm. I want to get my money's worth.
Yeah, you want to get what
Right?
tastes great.
I want to get my money's worth. So I trim the fat.
Yeah, 100%.
So the good people are going to be busy all the time.
Well, thank God.
Yes.
If you're an owner, you want the good people. You
That-
want to keep the good people
I
busy.
was gonna say that's like that's something that's like the most desirable outcome, right?
Right.
But then it also comes into who you're actually hiring, right? And that's where we start weeding out who wants to
Right,
be
right.
here, who doesn't want to be here. And I feel like, I mean, obviously, me and Alex, when I say we, you know, hear from you, you know, when you're running this venture, you know, you get a lot of guys. Not all guys stick.
No,
You know,
definitely not.
the ones that do stick, there are maybe 0.5% of the guys that stick that are fucking like shining stars, right? The other ones are just able to understand to make it,
Right.
you know, and that to me is so crazy.
Again, ultimately, it's up to you.
It is the person.
So I was one.
I mean, you can't fucking grab his fucking face and shove it.
No,
in
no,
the
you
food,
can't.
right?
You can't. So
Right.
and that's the frustrating part, right? So when I came into this industry, that first day in the interview,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was told. How successful you want to be depends on you. If you want to sit there and dig every day for the next couple of years, that's what you're going to do.
So be it.
That's what you're going to do.
Be a great digger.
Right? But that's as far as you're going to go. Mm-hmm. So it's up to you to want to get to the next level,
Expand. Yeah.
right? So if you don't ever want to expand, right? It happens to be your circle you're in.
You know, that's so real. a
It's
lot of
100% real.
No, if you think about like a lot of people that it goes back to saying like the little flea analogy I
Yeah.
was talking about. If everybody around you is not successful, the chances of you being unsuccessful as well is extremely high. It's really hard to grow if nobody around you is growing.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is you have to. The fuck is that?
Oh, is it? It's. We may have to go pause here. Pause.
Is it the zombie?
No, yeah. Is it the guy that's living in your fucking garbage over there?
Is that the guy?
Yeah, there's a guy living in your garbage.
Does he? I've never seen.
He
What
was
garbage
Over
there?
here, yeah. And he was checking out all your guys' trucks. He was checking out Alex's truck. Did you see him?
No.
Was he in the back of my truck?
Yeah.
When?
Right now.
He was in the back of my truck.
That's what I'm asking.
I
Did
didn't
you
see
see
him.
him?
I'll check the
I
camera,
seen
but I
somebody
didn't see him.
walk by.
I see him at all hours of the day, but he just walks.
Oh,
He's like a zombie.
Oh, well.
Anyway, that's another story.
I got
can
some
show
stuff
you
in the
guys
back
a
of my
picture.
truck. I
I
just
know, I was-
want to make sure nothing gets stolen.
Hey, what the fuck? We're about to get the fuck out there right now. Did you see him at the truck or not?
No. He just walks.
Oh, okay.
He does this. And,
He paces.
yeah. Yeah, but
Wait. We're back.
Oh no, we were here the whole time.
we're still here.
Well, I
We're
don't know-
living through this.
I don't know if he's going to cut it out or not. But if
I'm not going to cut it out.
If he
'cause
wants to cut
there's
it
a
out,
zombie outside.
now he can cut it out if he wants. Okay, that's
No,
all
we're
I'm
not.
saying. He can cut it out if he wants.
This is real time.
We got well, we got goddamn
Anyways.
the umbrella company outside.
But how many lectures do you have to give all these helpers before
No,
you say,
Alex.
all right, this is it?
You've heard him. It doesn't ever end.
It will never end.
It's a never-ending
but,
fucking.
My point is, at what point in your career did you get all these lectures? Or did you just get, you know,
Wait a minute. Before I answer, you answer.
what?
That's
I didn't get no lectures.
You've worked in your field.
I've worked in my field.
You've had a
I didn't
lecture.
get these lectures.
You
I just worked.
Yeah, I know, but that's
I just, put up with the,
The lecture may not be-
having a bad mechanic.
yeah.
And me
seeing how all-
being the one guy that actually was there with that mechanic the longest
Mm-hmm.
after he went through so many helpers, and then got to a point where like, you know what, this guy's actually teaching me something because he's teaching me that
All these mistakes mean something.
means something.
Right.
I was like, all right, so he's not just a dick. He's just trying to teach me the way it's supposed to be. You know,
Yeah.
the union says you have to do this, you do this. You can't just be doing whatever the company wants you to do.
Uh-huh.
You know.
There's rules and standards.
There's rules,
Guidelines.
standards. You have to. This is what we fought for. This is
Right.
what you got to do. So
Yeah, if you don't upheld it,
right, you're just gonna get pushed
why
over.
are you in it? Yeah.
Don't be a pushover. Stand up for what you
Right.
know what you got to do.
Yep.
So it's like, yes, you can lecture all day, but at
What
what
comes
point
out of
does your helper or your apprentice
So, yeah.
just steps up?
Starts to
starts
understand.
just
And that's,
doing it.
And that's what we're saying.
You know?
It ultimately ends up on you.
Yes.
Right? You can lecture
Oh,
this
sure.
person
Yeah.
all day.
Yes.
I'm done
It ends up
lecturing.
on that person.
It's
yeah.
that person. It's a husband, a brother, a sibling, a father, a mother. It's that person that can only control the outcome,
Well,
Yes.
right?
the outcome, I feel that's a little loose, but definitely
No, the
their
outcome that
understanding.
you produce.
They can only control their understanding. So if they choose to understand more, then it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Obviously, the outcome of their own, place in that company, we all know is never solid ground.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if you're the fucking best worker. Definitely, if you're the fucking worst worker, fucking out.
You can be the best
yeah.
worker, the most talented worker,
Still get fucking chopped up.
and be a shitty fucking person.
Yeah.
That people don't get along with you.
Yep.
You can. I mean, it happens in sports, right?
Yeah, we did talk about it.
You have the most talented players. I mean, in soccer, I can tell you, I had a bunch of talented kids that I've seen, but they never made it because the work ethic wasn't there or the attitude wasn't there.
Now, do you think that is because they're, what do you call them? People that, like the big brother. What do they call them? They're mentors.
Okay.
Do you think that their mentors failed them? Do you think the
No.
mentors were lacking because they didn't show them how to, like the building block to how to understand?
No, so
Or did everybody give them too much positive feedback and it filled them with too much?
I think it's a combination. Right? So you with your son, you're going through this right now, right? We have a relative that has very talented boys,
Oh.
right? That
Yeah.
play, right? And so in my family, probably about 2 years ago, I had a nephew that was a state champion in football. Lower division, but still, it's still a state championship, right? So I'm thinking, where's this kid going to go to school? He's very talented. I went out of my way to go see him.
Oh, sure.
3 hours from here to go play on a Friday night. And I said, this kid is fucking talented. He's fucking strong as a bull. Didn't end up going to school anywhere. Didn't end up playing anywhere.
Maybe you went to the trades.
He actually is. He is going into a trade.
Oh, good.
But this was his life. Everything you saw, this is what this kid was doing. And I was like, okay, this kid wants to do something. Right?
So you thought that his sports was gonna be his
outlet?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, right? That's how it is. When you're into a sport and you're investing the time to be in the sport, but what people don't tell you or you don't grasp, because people do tell you, because I'm going to give you an example of a kid I used to coach, super talented kid. He was a striker, goal scorer, right? But he had a problem. He wouldn't lift up his head before he would shoot.
Oh, that was his tail. So
Because-
everybody around him would be like, "Oh, this is coming," because he's
Right.
doing
So
the
I would
exact
just
motion.
say, so in training practices, he was probably tired of me hearing it say the same thing. Lynch, pick up your head. You don't even have to pick up your head. Just pick up your vision. What do you see when you look down? And this is what I told all the kids. What do you see when you do day one, when they're little kids? What do you see? My shoes and grass and the ball. Okay, now pick up your head a little bit. What do you see? The whole field. What do you prefer? To see this or that? Now you have to make that coordination where you have to do both. And
Yeah,
you're
you
going to be
can't-
more successful.
What's funny is that I wonder if his coordination relied on him looking
No.
at his own.
So, I mean, this is why I'm going to fast. Because, like we said, it ultimately is up to you. You get the information and you do what you want with it.
Yeah.
You either absorb it or you ignore it.
Yeah, but what if this kid couldn't?
So when
not
he went off to go to a junior college, right? And he was still playing because we you know,
Yeah, you
kids
see
were
him.
going at 17, junior college,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So we didn't age out until 19. That was our last, right? So he goes, "Hey man, I got this coach in college, and he was telling me I started scoring a lot more goals."
Well, all he did
How-
was looking
What
up.
happened? He goes, he was having me look up. And I said, "Lance, the same shit I've been telling you for the last 6 years,
I don't know.
bro." And then he just like, "Oh, it's what you do with the information, right?"
Or maybe it was his age finally for that information to grasp a hold, right?
Exactly.
Maybe
So
it
that's- I think
maybe
we're
it
all
just
like
took
that,
him
right?
A long time to understand what you were telling him, right?
Right.
Because obviously during those times, maybe when he was younger, he couldn't he as an adolescent couldn't fully grasp the idea of
Right.
what you're even trying to tell him,
Right.
until finally it was important for him to understand, and somebody else told him, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? That makes so much sense. Why did I never do this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have done this, but you just didn't have the
Exactly.
mental capacity
Right.
to understand it.
So, like we said, right? There's a small window when you're an athlete. There's a small window where you absorb everything, and you learn, and you learn technique. There's a small window. So the version of the 9-year-old kid that's making these spectacular plays, he's a good athlete. Should be the same version as an adult
I don't know.
if you develop them right.
I can't believe that, because if that's the case, we're disregarding a natural athlete, someone that's never played the sport and that's came in and now is able to do everything exactly how you'd want it, right?
No. So if you see a natural athlete, they can play multiple sports and do them well, maybe better than the average
Okay,
person.
natural athlete, you're right.
Right.
100%.
But technique doesn't just happen,
You're right.
right? You can be born with the vision. You can have a high IQ to read the game.
Yeah, but what?
But if you're not in shape to do that, your brain isn't going to be able to tell your legs to do that. Make sense?
I see what you're saying 100%.
So,
But I for whatever reason, I guess I'm having, I don't know, and that maybe that's just me internally just being, playing the other side of your conversation, which is, well, obviously not everybody has to be that way to get to that point.
no. There's different avenues to get there, right? Unfortunately, in sports, a lot of the time, it's not what you know; it's who you know.
I feel like that's
It's a
life.
pay to play,
It's just a life thing.
right? It's a pay to play environment, right? You can get lucky and end up in the right program, and that one coach that you did listen to actually moved you up, right? So in the particular case of my nephew that I'm talking about, right, where he didn't end up going to school, he just took up a trade, which is fine, right?
Which is great.
But
We need
I-
people in the trades.
But I don't think that was the number one.
Oh, it wasn't his outlet.
That was the number one option.
You think he could have continued with
Right.
his sport?
So I don't know. I never asked. I never asked why or why not, because again, right, as long as the kid's happy, that's all that matters, right? But I will
comes
go
down to
back
your business.
that the people that make it to the next level are the people that are disciplined,
Sure.
right?
I can definitely see that.
Not the most talented people make it, right? Have you ever seen that it talks about teachers, right, where teachers are telling, hey, you're never going to amount to anything, and they belittle these little kids in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop daydreaming, right, and doing this. So it's like, and then it says, I'm thinking about, I'm not going to go to school because I'm going to make more money than you, and you paid a lot of money to go to school, right?
That
so,
happens.
So,
yeah.
so it all depends on every individual person, right? And I had a buddy that was a counterpart on the coaching field that we didn't play against each other. He actually had an older team, and he actually moved his son down to play with me because his son was playing up. And he goes, I want my son to succeed. He's not learning anything with me. I'm just yelling at him, right? Which is the case as when you're a parent coach. You expect more out of your kid. So in these very numerous amounts of tournaments that we traveled to, and we sat at the end of the day at the lobby and having a couple of beers. And he would laugh. He goes, "Hey, bro, I can't believe these fucking kids. Kid got a fucking tattoo on his fucking calf, and it says soccer is my life." Right? I don't see the motherfucker putting in the time on the field. If soccer is his life. So when you dedicate yourself to something, you have to go all in. You can't half-ass it and be successful. So in order to be an athlete, like a elite athlete,
Okay, look at
you have to put in the time.
Are we talking about like you trying to be a D1 athlete in college? Are we talking about an athlete that's just the great that's out there playing pickup? What are we? Because there's great athletes in all aspects of sports, right? So I mean, are we looking at making money for these kids? For them to actually make a future, to grow, to make it their whole life? Or are we talking about, like I'm saying, like
So in my particular case,
pickup.
right? Coaching for 20-something years, right? I want to be a professional soccer player coach.
To a individual?
No, that's what. Hey, what do you want to do in life?
Oh, that's what you said.
I don't want to be. No. That's what kids would tell me.
Oh, that's what
Being
they
around,
want.
Right. That's what they want. Is it what they want, or is it what your parents want from you? So that's what I'm trying to get at, right? So if it's something that you want,
I find it funny, even just obviously, a lot of kids say things, and they end up following through. There's no doubt. But there's also 90% of them that are only saying and doing those things because that's only what's provided to them. If you were a kid, Alex, when you were a kid, what did you play? Football?
Yeah.
Did you want to play baseball? Did you
No.
do anything else?
I did track.
Okay, so
I did myself.
okay, so what if let's say your family was like, "Hey, you know what, Alex, we want you to play tennis," and push tennis on you the whole time. And your thoughts are now, I want to be great in tennis. But that's not what you want to do.
Right.
It's just what you know how to do.
Push to do.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Now you know how to do it.
I would have been good at tennis.
I think so. You're pretty sprightly.
If I put my mind to it, I'd be pretty
Honestly,
good at it.
not even sprightly. I think you have good hand-eye coordination.
Well, but
we play golf, and you
You just
can hit
said
the ball.
You just said the key word, right? If I put my mind to it.
Yep.
If you put your mind to anything, and you show interest in it,
I can do it.
I'm an unbeliever in that.
I-
No, I'm only gonna, let me explain to you. I'm an unbeliever, and if you put your mind to it, if you think
if
you
you're
can do
dedicated to what,
it's not that doesn't. If you do succeed in the sport or whatever you're doing, you're like 1%, because a lot of people have a lot of limitations. People are not coordinated. People have poor eyesight. There's so many things.
But if you're
that
not,
affect that.
but if you're not, I'm going to say, if you're not
Just really hard to
coordinated,
overcome.
you know.
right?
You can't
know
lie to
your
yourself.
limitations.
But it doesn't mean that you don't want to do that.
Right,
You're still
right.
going to try, and you still just because you have this grand dream of
But
doing
is that
this,
your ultimate goal?
But is that's a lot of people's
What?
ultimate goal? Just because them saying I want to be a track star, but
If I don't have legs, I want to be a track
It's
star.
not about legs. It's just about, like, let's say they don't have the dexterity, they don't have the moment, whatever it might
So
be.
you're gonna let a limitation
But
hold
that's
you
what I
back?
used to tell.
They cannot make it.
So I had a boys team
It's hard, bro.
that was super successful because I told them the truth, and I said, "This is the path that we should take.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys agree with me?" My buddy that would say, "Hey, these fucking kids, don't fucking give us an option, bro. If that's what you think we should do, we have to either
push 'em
fucking
to it.
follow or not fucking." Because as parents, you're leading the ship, right? And so with the girls,
It's just a path. You're just showing them a path.
the girls wanted to run before they learned how to walk or even crawl. So they wanted to be, I said, it's a process. We can get there, but trust me, it's a process.
I mean, that's all about fundamentals, right? You
Right.
want to learn the fundamentals before you move on. Having a strong idea of fundamentals makes you a better
Correct.
whatever
So that's
player,
what I'm saying, right?
Whatever.
So if I gave you an evaluation every end of season or before this season or both, right? This is what I expect of you to learn by the end of the season. This is your shortcomings, right?
This is what you need to work on. This is what you're best at.
And
Continue.
And this was not just with the player; it was also with the parents, right? Mind you, I wasn't getting paid for any of this.
What's crazy
right?
is that
But parents, think about it, right? You're a parent,
I didn't
Alex.
think about it.
But you're not a parent yet.
Me, I'll never be a
You're not
parent.
going to parent, right? But
I parent a lot of kids. I'm just not a parent.
it's a different, right? It's different to be an uncle and different to be a parent.
Exactly.
Right? It's a completely different beast.
Yeah.
But
not my fucking offspring.
when it comes to be, in our eyes as a parent, our kid is the only kid out there. We don't see anybody else. Honestly.
Sure.
Honestly, as a parent, that's how we think.
Well, it's not about being a parent. It's about being what you love, right? So you love that child. So anything, if I love my car, I'm going to look out for it, right? I'm going to make sure it's A1, do it the same thing, right?
I hate to put
Now-
this example. There's two kids drowning in the pool. Who do you save? Your kid or somebody else's kid?
You're saving both kids. You have 2 arms.
What if
Sorry, and if they're separate,
but that's-
if the
That's
kids are
the non-parent.
but you're a non-parent. That's
yeah.
why that's
the funny thing about that is that if you were, yes,
Realistically,
I'm not a
yes,
parent.
you're
you
going
want
to try
to,
to
yes.
save
Your
both
mind
of
is
them.
saying yes, but
you're a non-parent. Yes, I mean I'm a non-parent. Yes, but you guys are also people.
Right.
Now, if your kid is in the pool with somebody else and they're both struggling, it's your duty to help anybody that's having trouble, not just your child.
You'd be
now,
surprised.
Now, if you are so sectioned to just seeing your child, what that is there's. Obviously I did not take psychology, but
you
there's a term for that.
So you remember how you said there's a 1%? There's very few people that think that way.
100%.
There's very, very few people. I would say 95% of the parents out there don't give a shit about the team. They give a shit about the results of their kid,
It's the individual.
right? Whereas the coach, you have to worry about the whole team, right?
What I feel like what's funny about the coach is that it's not even about the team. At a point, you're worried about the parents because the
Well,
kids.
it's a combo.
The kids are just going to get out there and play. You know what I mean? Especially depending on what age, they're not complaining about
Never.
their play time. They're not complaining about what they have to play or where they're at.
That happens when you start
fun.
to be competitive, right? When you get competitive and you see it, right? So like my older son struggled in college. He got a
Sports?
a partial scholarship to play soccer.
Oh, okay.
Division two. Successful his whole youth career. Comes to college and it's a fucking
Wall. Yeah.
So I said, "What are you doing about it? Have you talked to the coach? He doesn't let me talk to him."
That's fine. How are you going to work over
I
it?
said, "Okay. So what are you doing to get better, to get noticed?" I said, "Okay, I can't help you. I
Yeah,
can't
because he
do
doesn't
that
want to help
for
himself.
you."
You can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves.
Right? I can't do that for you.
And
If you're not
it's a
putting that
sad
extra
thing.
time working harder,
Yeah.
if you being on the bench doesn't hurt you, that's on you. You can blame the coach all you want, right? Once or twice. But if it's a constant thing, then get the fuck out. I told
If
him.
you're good-
leave the fucking
yeah.
school and go to another school.
If you're good, then obviously
Right.
there should be some kind of leeway, right?
Right.
Like, hey, I see this guy's doing better right now, but I'm improving as well. Why aren't you putting me in? There's always conversations to be had.
Or what's it going to take for me to see playing time?
Yeah, same thing.
You don't have to say I'm doing better than this guy. You don't have to compete with
that's-
anybody. But you
technically-
show it on the field. Right?
You're always competing.
Correct.
So
Yeah, society says no, but that's what life is.
that's
right?
what I'm saying is that
That's why
you-
sports
you-
were brought into the school system, because you're showed to compete. Because at the end of the day, this world is about competition.
Yeah, I mean, it's always
Right.
well, I mean, that's could just be the capitalist society about, do better, be better. The ones that don't make it are the ones that you don't need to worry about them. Obviously it's very a dog eat dog. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's understandably, that's how it is in every field. If you can't hold up to the pressure, if you can't learn fast enough,
Right.
if you can't respond quick enough,
Correct.
you're out, right? What I want to know is that, obviously that's kind of like adult sports. Alex, and in youth sports, do they have that same kind of mentality?
Yeah.
So even in, what is it?
I didn't coach adult sports. I coached youth.
Oh, it was youth? I thought it was like teenagers.
Well, they started at 3 years old,
I guess that's true.
so all the way to 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's from the bottom to the,
Because right now, I feel like, did you mention that you're doing,
I'm going to be a new coach.
Yeah, very
First
similar.
time coaching.
yeah,
But, I did a couple years as a parent and seeing what happened. Thought I'd throw my hat in there and try to help out.
Yeah.
so,
You're taking the attitude I had when I started coaching, right? So when my son went in, I fucking complained about the coaching and this and that.
Right.
And then
and then you got to do it.
I said, self. I looked in the mirror and said, if I'm going to sit there and complain, then I have to have a solution.
You got to be
Right.
What's my solution? Do I think I can do a better job? So then I go and I start to talk to the parents. What do you guys think about the coach? Well, there is no coach. Okay, they're not learning anything. Okay, so what do you think? I have experience playing. I went to college. I have a system. I don't know exactly how to coach, but I'm willing to take it on.
Sure.
Okay, we'll follow you. Let's go. And that's how it started.
Well, I feel like that's,
But that's not where it ended, right?
No.
I had
I was
to
gonna
take
say-
courses. I had to take.
well, not only that, obviously that's furthering your depth of coaching, right? Because you want to be the best that you can be. No pun intended, Marines. But obviously that's what you're going for, right? You want to help these kids, help yourself, because obviously you also are gaining, insight, different maybe views on things, on how the game's played, which is furthering your
So
understanding.
that was one part, right? So I can tell you when I first started, the goal was to just start winning.
I mean, that's everybody's goal.
And what is winning, right? What is winning? At the end of the day, I found myself as a coach,
Well, I mean,
at
a soccer game.
at the high level, right? At the high level where we lost an important game, I fucking devastated as a coach.
Yeah, but is that
And then the kids were fucking running around, not having a shit, and I was like, it doesn't matter. It's a fucking game.
It is, but it comes down to for me, hearing that aspect of what you're speaking about. It's funny that the kids themselves, technically showed that side, like, oh, we made it this far, we're fine, good
Right.
go. To me, that sounds like none of those kids are really in it for the long haul. They were just happy they got that far. Because they didn't think, none of those kids thought they were going to get that far anyways.
Right.
So for you to take them that far and for them to get there
No,
was a surprise.
The expectancy from the team, that was the mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Because we used to train twice a day in the summer. Twice a day in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would take off. So if the tournament was a week long, we were gone 3 days before the tournament started. And we weren't coming back 2 days after.
Yeah.
So it was close to 2 weeks that we were gone at a time.
yeah.
Right? So we were fully invested, right? Both financially and physically. We had to put the time in because if you weren't showing up to training, you're going to go to the trip maybe, but you're not going to
I was
play.
going to say, did you play them or not?
If they weren't showing up, no.
Because that happens still to the football groups right now.
Yeah.
Right?
If you don't show up during practice, limited time.
Right. So that's the competitive level.
Nature.
Right? There's the competitive level. So there's levels, right? When they first start, what are they, like pee-wees and all that stuff? Right?
Yes.
So in soccer they call it recreational,
Oh.
right? Recreational means it doesn't matter. Everybody wins. Everybody gets a trophy.
Sure,
right?
sure.
Right. And then you make the jump at about 8 years old. Then if this kid has it to go to the next level, and you start to weed them out. And you say this kid still plays rec, and they can play rec until they're 18, or he goes to competitive.
Man, I played soccer for a year. Hated it.
Yeah.
I also was. I hated the fucking heat. Hated the sun. I fucking hated the stupid shin guards. I wanted to play with no shin guards. Let this motherfucker kick me in the goddamn shin.
Yeah.
Nah, I just fucking couldn't stand it.
Yeah, funny enough, in my family, nobody played soccer. Well, none of my siblings, my parents, none, so I got into it because of my school friends.
Damn Mexicans, huh?
Yeah.
Nah. That's what is it called? That's a biased statement.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, were they all
It
Mexican?
wasn't. If you were Mexican, you were expected to play soccer.
Jesus
right? And
Christ.
you're the white kids at the school, or the kids that were. I was born here, but the kids
Yeah.
that were born here that thought that they were white.
Yeah.
I only play football and baseball. Right.
You're all.
You know what I mean? So
I
I was
do.
like, whatever. We
There's-
play all sports. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. It just
There's a different.
Yeah.
There's a definite fucking border or whatever.
yeah. No, it was the Mexican kids again, the kids that spoke Spanish against the non, and that could have been kids that were Mexican,
Yeah.
but they just chose not to speak Spanish.
That's
right?
funny. That's funny.
So yeah,
Well, we hit it off. We're back. I don't know. I mean, ultimately, it's always thank you for listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely
We got a little out of blue collar there.
yeah.
Went into coaching.
yeah.
That's still blue collar.
It's still blue
You're
collar,
You're a
I
coach.
think. Are you getting paid?
No.
No, volunteer, strictly volunteer.
Volunteer, nonprofit, organization.
Anybody there get paid?
No.
When I hear nonprofit, somebody's getting paid.
Somebody's getting paid. Somebody always has to get
Somebody's
paid.
getting paid.
Sure.
Trust
The
me.
vendors, everybody.
No.
Somebody's getting paid.
They do.
Schools, they get paid.
Yeah.
The fields, the city gets paid.
Yeah. I mean,
The person that put this together
gets paid.
is getting paid. I guarantee you.
Bro, nonprofits, they bring money in and they hire the accountant. Whoever's running the nonprofit, the accountant's definitely getting paid.
I know the accountant or
You mean the treasurer?
The treasurer. They're not getting paid.
That's what they're telling you.
The treasurer says, 5 for the team, 25 for me.
Exactly.
Thank
you.
Hey, hopefully
Hey,
it's not your wife that's the treasurer.
No,
right?
no, she's
okay.
not- she's
Now
not
look
the
over
treasurer.
here. Thank you.
No, I know who the treasurer is, and no, there's not enough money
No,
to pay for everything, and
No,
shit.
there-
all the
there never
kids
is.
want, all the coaches want this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's not enough. All the fundraisers that we can do, it's still not enough.
That's the thing about the nonprofit where it gets protected, right? The whole taxable thing. You still gotta file taxes.
Yep.
Even though you're a nonprofit, you still have to follow the rules.
Yep.
Well, I have no idea. I was
Hey,
gonna say
this is our first year doing all this, so we're learning it.
So it's a new club.
No, it's not a new club. It's just a
Oh,
club
it's your first year getting into the
getting into,
because just getting a nonprofit status and all that stuff. It's a lot of
Yeah.
paperwork.
well, no, you got to show that you're really nonprofit. Like
You always have had.
they are.
You always have had. And I mean, you have to have a board. You have to have
Everything is documented.
officers. You have to have a bunch of shit. I mean, what is it called? Just like a company. You have to run it like a company.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only difference is you're getting a tax break, right? But you still have to file taxes and pay taxes,
Yep.
even though it's a nonprofit.
I'm gonna say one thing. It's gonna be a downer.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom. I've been waiting for the last like 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and I can't do it anymore.
We've come towards the end of this.
Yeah, I think we went over the time
Yeah.
we said we were gonna do.
Yeah.
So,
So, hey, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify.
Yeah,
We're on Instagram.
well, a little easy week here.
Yeah.
what are you looking at, Alex? You've been. I mean, you pay attention to the messages, to the views, all that stuff.
Honestly,
it's all positive.
let's do a fucking solid one. Shout out, Rail Monkey. Oh,
Rail Monkey's always a
Yeah,
big
100%.
fan.
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Hey, why don't you have them come in?
Car Top Confessions is always
Oh, yeah.
a big fan.
100%.
Was it?
Hey, shout out to our new listeners. 100%.
Yeah.
My aunt, Auntie Jenge. If you watch this, right on.
Hey, you know what? I had a client. I just did work, that gas job I was doing.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to him yesterday, and we were talking about. I'll say this off the air. Right? but he.
She's a fan?
He did
Oh,
tell.
they're the
he-
fan.
He's like, "Hey, I heard your podcast. I listened to it." I said, "Which one?" And then he goes, "Oh, I forgot which one he said, but I was like, okay." I said, "Yeah, you want to listen to the first one?" and he goes, "Actually, no." I said, "They're all pretty good. I mean, we're honest." He's like, "Yeah, man, it's pretty cool." This and that. I was like, "How'd you know about it?"
What did he say?
Because I didn't tell him about it.
So what did he say? Gert?
No, I asked myself because we're just so deep into conversation. I didn't bother to ask him. I thought it.
Oh, you didn't even
Like how he came.
how he stumbled
Yeah.
upon it. Maybe it was one of the guys from Tankless Guys.
No.
They probably don't even
it's
talk about it.
another company. Shout out Can't Stop. Shout out Tankless Guys.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm curious. I'll send him a message because I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
back. I'm gonna
You'll
go
probably
back.
see him, yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff. It's a cool fucking house. His grandpa built it.
One in the 50s.
Yeah.
It had to be. Hey, it wasn't.
No, but
it wasn't in the 90s.
You see, they don't build houses like this anymore. It's a custom house, right? And when I see houses, I see, fuck, we can do this, you can do this, you can do that. Has a basement and everything. It's fucking cool fucking house. You see all the detail that.
Hey, wait a minute. Where is
It
it at? Los Altos?
No, Mountain View.
Yeah, that's fucking close enough.
Close enough, but yeah, I mean,
It's on the outskirts.
Yeah. They got fucking room
Hey, there's
to do
some
it.
nice houses up there too.
The almost most houses on the rural side are fucking great.
so look, when I say. To me, I prefer this house over a new build that looks fucking all nice and shiny because this fucking house, I'm like, damn, if I were to get into this house, I would do this, and that. I mean, you really don't have to do a lot because the bones are there. I'm like, fuck. And I was just like, and the first day I went out to him, I said, dude, I love this fucking house. He said, yeah, my grandpa built it. And
The layout was nice.
and he says, and when he said, when I go, he wasn't planning on being here forever. He says, when I go, you guys sell it. And he goes, no, we're not going to do that. So he ended up with the house.
Good thing because that have sold for fucking pennies fucking 30 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but but it was kind of cool that he said, yeah, I watched your podcast. And I was like, I'm going to ask him because I have to go back anyway and do a couple
How
things.
he heard about it?
Yeah.
And yeah, how'd you hear about us? Because he gets online and he goes, he
Bro.
starts searching shit.
I was
Yeah,
saying,
but-
he googled Serge's name.
I know,
Probably.
but we don't advertise Tankless Guys on
No,
podcasts.
no.
Or do we tag it?
I mean,
Well, so what do you
it might have
tag?
been.
How
Might
do
have
you
been
I
tag
only
it?
tag you guys.
The name?
Yeah.
Just your guys' personal
us.
accounts.
Just us. Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, but the Instagram account, right? So
it's just
So my
Blue Collar
Insta-
family.
Yeah, but is your
Unless-
Instagram
unless
account
he-
tagged to Tankless
Unless
Guys?
he
No.
did a deep dive on you.
Bro, he was just fucking scheming. Maybe that's what was going on.
do I trust this guy? This guy's promising me this. Is he legit?
All I'm saying,
Right.
I
is
would.
that-
I said,
He
so
did a background on you.
we came to the conclusion where we said, I
You
would.
know, what if he's crazier? What if he fucking looked you up, fully?
I mean, you got nothing to hide.
I have nothing to hide, so I don't care.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Right? So
Well,
I
to me, that means that one or two. One, apparently he thinks you're trustworthy, and two, he's really about his fucking business where he gives his money to. Because why
Yeah.
would you do
What-
such a deep dive?
but wouldn't you?
I wouldn't put it this way. I wouldn't find the dude's fucking podcast and listen to it. Okay, if I was doing a
maybe
deep
he's-
dive, I
But
wouldn't
that's
go.
why
that-
I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So
If nobody told
So
him
before
and he
Google
found it
was
himself,
what Google
that-
is today, right? Everybody Googles, right? Everybody Googles now when they need an answer for something, right? 20 years ago, that wasn't the case.
dude, even less, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. So that's my whole point.
I was like
So-
20. Oh, it was like 24 years ago.
So if you were to Google my name 15 years ago,
Uh huh.
I would pop up all over the place with soccer. because that's what this is.
Yeah, but that would still be the case because that's still tied to your name.
Right, but I'm saying 15 years ago.
No, even right now.
So now-
if we Googled your name now, it's that all that stuff will still pop
But that's
up.
what I'm trying to get at. Right?
Oh, wow.
all this all leads
All the new
into
stuff.
When your name is tagged to something,
Uh,
right? So soccer, the team
internet's
name,
forever.
the club, it gets the hits come up
Mm-hmm.
from where you're known from, right? So that's why I asked, how do you tag it? Do you tag it like
maybe yeah.
And that's
maybe it's
how-
his name. Yeah.
That's how you find things now, right? That's what Google.
Or you know what?
That's how
I
they
wouldn't be
thrive.
surprised if it be a light Google. Honestly, your Instagram account comes up. He looks at the Instagram.
And then
This is
sees the
tagged.
Yeah.
podcast.
Boom, bada bang.
Yeah,
Do the Tankless guys have a Instagram?
yeah. They fucking have a TikTok. He has everything. Fucking Gert got a 229,000 fucking hits on a controversial
Post?
video.
Controversial, bro.
I'm gonna have to go watch this.
I gotta.
Yeah.
I want to hear about this, but I'm not lying when I said, like 3 minutes ago.
You had to take a shit.
I really no. My bladder's gonna explode.
We were supposed to end this like what?
I had like 4
20 minutes ago?
fucking beers plus.
Anyways,
more. Let's get it.
subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for shooting the shit.
Yeah,
We'll see you guys on the next one.
Definitely.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.